Fala aí galera, essa boa. Bora pra início de gameplay de Red Dead Redemption. Jogar aqui no PC. Jogar o modo normal mesmo. Sim, porque eu não jogo. Quer um novo jogo? Aí foi. Vai dar salvamento automático, né? Nossa, eu lembro que salvei esse Red Dead 1 aqui lá no Xbox 360, era incrível, cara. Aqui. Os grafiquinhos não teve um upgrade muito gigante não, né? Mas tudo bem. Rockstar Games. Nossa, cara, no Blackwater. É. Botou pra ralar, hein?
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
Cara, os papos.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No,
Nós
only
poderemos voar.
angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
É, hoje os carros não voam, mano. Pura fake news.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Eita, tô falando do John.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Chegamos, moleque. Vamos abaixo. Quer dizer, todo mundo saindo do trem. Aí. Ó. Tá. Meteu o salão. Tem que correr. Tá, beleza. Ixi, tem um maluco muito louco ali. Eita, caiu já era. Vai, cara. Posso subir não, rapaz.
Mr. Marston, over here! You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Beleza, vamos lá, mano. Conseguiu o Jake. É foi que esse cavalo tava aqui atrás?
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Austin.
Tá no cavalo. Calma aí, boa garoto.
Ain't no point in
Boa
calling a
garoto,
rope.
não sei. Tá, a gente vai ter que acompanhar o Jake até o Fort Mercer. Eita. Deixa eu ver qual que...
You're gonna get us both in a world of trouble, Mr.
Taca.
Marston. Best we get out of town.
Contra 2 a velocidade. Beleza.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time.
Tenta
Strange
seguir
place
ele.
for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went
Falei do
looking for
cavalo,
gold.
né?
You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most reading back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Somos amigos de um bom tempo.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are, not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Tá, vamos seguindo aqui pela estrada aqui.
Yeah, yeah.
Tinha um cavalo.
Yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guy. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
No filme tem coisa que é melhor nem saber.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Mr. Marston, sir, that ain't gonna get us to the fort no quicker.
Ah, dá pra focar igual a carcaça, né?
You'll see the fort when you get to the top of this hill.
Come.
Ixi, já passei. Bom, tô chegando no forte agora.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Espero que você se divirta, é foda, hein? Tá, por cima do forte. Chegou, mano. Vamos botar a ordem aqui no forte. Daí... Foi.
Bill!
Parece, viu?
Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me.
Nossa, mó rolo, mano.
You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Nossa.
Oh. Poor John.
Fala aqui de um tamanho. Ainda que ele deu sorte, conseguiu ser resgatado. O maluco ali todo em choque. Vamos lá, vamos lá.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
Wow.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have.
Viu meu chapéu?
And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you. For saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Não, mas foi muito burrado ele ali no forte. Ah, ele tentou conversar, né? Mas não deu muito certo, acabou levando um tiro. Nossa, o John, mano. Tá muito ferido. A gente tem que ele falar que é boa, né? Vamos conversar com ela. Consegue olhar em volta. Ver como a gente pode ajudar, né? Porque
Mr.
ultimamente a
Marston,
gente
back in the land of the living, I
gastou uma
see.
grana aí.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
O cavalo tão selado. Fechou.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Giddy up!
Vamos ver qual que vai ser a nossa primeira missão.
Come on,
Tô aqui no
time
cavalo.
for you to see what a real
Oh,
ranger
boa,
looks
garoto.
like.
Vou pegar uma banha agora.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
ones for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than
Ah,
you've
tô mostrando um
broken.
pouco da cidade,
Where'd
né?
you get
Armazém,
such an
curral.
idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished. Do you even
de
know where
trem.
you're going?
Já deu uma acelerada. Tentar culpar ela. Come on, boy.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Fechou, vamos amarrar o cavalo aqui.
Well, are we going inside?
A gente teve... Ah, conhecer um pouquinho da cidadezinha deles aqui. Já acredito que não vai ficar só nisso, né? Não era só conhecer a cidade pra pagar a dívida.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
É?
We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us.
Já vamos começar a trabalhar agora. Eita, vamos patrulhar. Seu amigo John não tá nada legal. Meu Deus. Sentindo um pouco de dor.
Over
Ok.
there. Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Acompanhador, né?
Go!
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all.
Maldição, as cores voltaram.
Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met
Matar
their
coelho?
maker. Got one.
Malditos coelhos.
That's it. Kill those little varmints. Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I see. You're a good shot, Mr. Marston. That rabbit didn't stand a chance.
Tá, matando alguns coelhos aqui. Caraca, você tá comendo a plantação toda. Meu Deus. Tá. Primeiros bandidinhos foram mortos.
We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock.
Nossa, coiote. Já foi.
Hurry! I bet they're
Já
going
foi
straight
também.
for the chicken coop.
Ah, tem o olho da morte já. Eita. Apertei alguma coisa errada. Calma aí.
That coyote won't be back.
Ué, que eles estão comendo as galinhas tudo? Mano do céu.
Damn coyote! Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are.
Marroca, mano.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Foi dormir, né?
I believe the town of Blackwater would benefit from some kind of parade.
Você dormiu por 6 horas depois. Também pode pegar munição, está no baú do seu quarto. A gente consegue salvar. Bom, rapaziada, esse é só o início do gameplay. Tempo bem rapidinho e eu continuo na próxima gameplay. Valeu!